here. Okay, hey, hello guys. It is Willie the Owl in a different mode of operations here. Out and about, doing various things. But we are gathered here today for a sudden review. I wanted to do this ASAP as soon as I saw it. But first, as always, the market maker rebuilding the covenant through leverage and law is out today as I'm recording this. So you can definitely check it out on Amazon. It will pop up if you type the market maker Willie the Owl. And that ends with an IE. I mean, I picked an interesting name. There are like 3 ways to spell it, apparently. But on to the main topic. Corey Holcomb. I think he's made a huge mistake. A very egregious tactical error. It may have opened his business to a very expensive mistake. I have not watched his video, but to fill you in on the drama here, this is a beef between Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. Anton went on Corey's show, 5150. They had a big spaz because each of them had a difference of opinion, and it came to blows, to insults. Corey told him he kissed white man, and Anton said to go sucker. And it nearly came to fisticuffs. Thankfully, it did not come to fisticuffs, because that really would have ruined both of their brands. And now here today, Corey is firing back with another video because he had to take that L after he didn't do anything to Anton once he initiated proposing a level of violence in that first video. Needless to say, the problem and the biggest issue I have with this second video here, from what I could hear before we even get into it, is that Corey has now chosen to target Anton's daughter. The biggest issue here, for liability reasons for Corey, is that he has now exposed his channel to an extreme level of danger to Anton Daniels by choosing to go after his daughter. YouTube does not tolerate any kind of harassment against children. And this is a big thing for anyone to know, especially when you're building something. You have to understand the rules of whatever platform that you're trying to operate under. There is a certain code of conduct that we all agree to when we choose to participate in the market. And Corey on YouTube going after a child, regardless of any of the other intentions, the path to hell is paved with good intentions. Corey choosing this decision, and I don't even know how egregious it is yet, just from hearing the surface level news, has now exposed his channel to danger. And Anton, in response, has the ability to go to YouTube and file a complaint of harassment. And I have been looking a little bit at Anton's reply to this video, and he was already mentioning, from what I could hear, talking about psychological damage and trauma to his daughter. Corey has placed himself in a very bad position by choosing to make this video. But I'm going to listen to it at least so I can get a better understanding of what he said. I will not be playing the video on my channel due to the nature of it potentially violating YouTube's terms of service. This is just for an educational understanding, and I may even be fast forwarding and clipping through as I'm listening to it and giving my raw commentary and thoughts. from what I could hear at a certain point, Corey is aware. He is aware that YouTube does not like fighting. What I'm really surprised by is he doesn't know that YouTube doesn't play with children either. But I gotta go find it. I gotta fish for it here. He's playing a very dangerous line. I'm gonna have to do some research. The question is, can you hide behind a song as a means of hurling insults? That's the only thing I'm thinking about right now. I don't know how YouTube might take it, and I'm very curious. I gotta do some research. Hold on. What Corey did here was pretty creative in a way. However, he did breach a little bit at certain points. He may be given a level of space, but the level of his platform may put him at risk now that I have listened at least to the parts where he speaks on his daughter. So the question would be, how is YouTube personally feel in regards to when a person is lobbying heinous insults against a minor on their platform with the kind of sway and power that Corey has? It's very interesting. We got to see what happens here. Is there a possibility that Anton can take legal action through YouTube as a means of rectifying this issue after listening to all of what Corey said in regards to his daughter? He has taken a very big gamble with this video and with his entire channel, and he has effectively put his entire lifeline in Anton's hands if he so chooses. And what I am aware of right now, as of this time, is that YouTube does not play when it comes to children. Child safety is paramount. And Corey's attempt to tactically use a song, or at least turning it into a song, as a form of artistic expression, is not protected in YouTube's terms of service. And they explicitly do not allow creators to construct songs to harass others. So now he's in a very big pickle, because Anton, all he has to do is use a parent guardian reporting tool, and he can go and report Corey to YouTube for the damages that he has done to his daughter. I don't necessarily need to review the videos that I watched with Anton in this later part of the session. I've already listened to it a little bit, and I was already hearing the warning signs, where Anton is already talking about the ongoing damage that has been done as a result of Corey's actions, that his daughter now has to deal with psychological damage, certain level of trauma. He had to pull her out of school. These are very serious things that has happened, and this is only building up and giving Anton a certain level of ammo to go to YouTube and file a complaint. Anton has the ability now to report on Corey Holcomb's actions if he so chooses. And Corey has given him this freedom and opportunity to do so, and he has now placed his channel in Anton's hands. You cannot do this kind of activity. And now I gotta tie it back. We gotta tie it back to the legacy. When you're building an empire, there are certain steps. There are rules and regulations. There is a standard operating procedure that you have to proceed by. You can't just do whatever. You can't just come into the workplace dressed however you want. You can't talk however you want to anybody you see. There's a certain level of decorum. There is a code of conduct, and YouTube has that code of conduct. And he has placed his entire legacy, the very show he has built with his blood, sweat, and tears, in Anton's hands. His proverbial nemesis at this time, he has given him the keys to his gate. And at any moment in these coming days, Anton can flip the switch and completely bring his empire down. And then we might go into a whole other kind of dangerous tangent. Needless to say, you have to be wary of the rules with which you're playing in. And you have to be careful, especially when it comes to children. We cannot do this kind of activity. It's only gonna bite you in the end. And I still feel even more confident after hearing the video and listening to these details. But hey guys, let me know what you think. And we're talking specifically about Corey potentially giving Anton the keys to destroy his empire from within. And all he has to do is go to YouTube. Let me know what you guys think. You got to think about it here. But hey, I got to get this video to you. The Owl in Black Rock is out. And I will catch you next time. What's going on, guys? You just finished watching that video and made it to the end. That is fantastic. If you're looking for another video, we got some right here. A playlist already determined that matches what you've just watched. And I can't forget to mention that I have a book called The Market Maker, Rebuilding the Covenant Through Leverage and Law. Definitely check it out for your boy. Thanks for watching.